Just another update as normal. Got some more work on the Mazda. I've added the black trim on the bumpers and around the sides. Got some of the interior assembled and painted in black. Also, I've made a little Tamiya Mini Cooper box to go in the back, so you can see it through the back window. How I did it was I printed it out, and you know those little sticky notes that you can get, well, it's not sticky on one side, but sticky on the whole back of it, and you can use it to send parcels and other things. I stick it to the back of the printed off box art, glue a bit of card to the base to thicken it up, paint it whatever colour, like white or black or brown, and then it will be used on the inside. I also must admit, it must be absolutely cramped in the back of the of this Mazda. If I quickly get it apart. Rest this over here real quick. Also, if you're hearing a lot of cars come by, that's because I have my window open since it's a nice spring day. But back to the Mazda. As you can see, so for all the baking powder dust everywhere, this is where I've been using it for projects to make it for the strength of the super glue and things like that, you know. But as you can see, this is where the battery compartment would have been. I've just glued the back seats on, so realistically they would be further down and not up against the seats, but because of that, they are like super high and it just looks really cramped, I must admit. It's one of the down floors, I may say. Well, that's going good. Also, you see this truck in the background? It's actually a new science project of mine. It's a 73 Ford F600. The wheel just came off, but not to worry, since that will be glued back on. Well, it'll be glued on when I'm done this kit. But if we just disassemble it real quick. What is the frame of... It's the AMT Astro 95 frame. Yes, I originally was going to use the rear suspension to make a flatbed trailer, but I decided to not do that, and decided to chop it up to make the Ford. So pretty much how it works is, instead of being like most other trucks where it have like one massive leaf spring on both sides and then two axles, on this it had two small simple truck leaf springs on the side, and then it had a bar, so pretty much this would have come along the back of here, and then you'd have the axles connect on the front and back of this bar. But I just changed that up a bit. I used leftover I-beams from my old Ford L9000 truck build. I used for the fuel tank the old hydraulic oil tank from the Revell W900A Kenworth dump truck kit. The exhaust on this side is from the Mack R600, where the prop shaft connects into the rear axle is from another Revell Kenworth W900. The prop shaft is from a Revell 97 Ford F100 F350, not 350, F150, my bad. The cab is a 1973 Ford custom cab from Mobius. The steps on each side were taken from the Revell W900A again, but cut and flipped to create the cab steps. Then I built up most of the front fenders out of balsa wood, plastic, cardboard, etc. just to build it up, and I used super glue and baking soda to strengthen it up. I've cut it along here to make more space for the wheels, as you can see. Now there's a slight problem with these fenders. This one is more rounded and goes straight down, whilst this one is more angled. So I will have to change that up a bit. Still need to do the front grille, still need to do the interior. Had to grind a lot of it down on on both the frame and on this interior, just for it to fit. There's also going to be no engine in this kit, but I will patch in the floors and mount in some inner fenders so you don't see the missing engine. Also, got another kit. The Hiroshima London Black Cabby. Now, primarily, I will finish the RX-7, so I don't use up all the super glue on the Ford like I've already done. So as soon as the Mazda is done, the Ford will be complete and I can start working on this. Now, this is it's another interesting kit. Because, surprise, surprise, it's another RC kit. And pretty much what I mean by that is, it's like the Tamiya RX-7 and the Tamiya Panther. There were kits that were designed to make them into RC cars. And my god, both the interior and the body on this kit is massive. So we've got the body of the Mazda here, the body of the London Cabby. Look at the size difference. Just look. The Mazda could wear the London Cabby as a Halloween costume, for God's sake. Anyway. Amazing chrome as always. You can really see yourself in these. So, grille, hubcaps, bumpers, windshield wipers, wing mirrors, etc. We have the frame. This is where the battery would go in the back. You have a... Just come on, focus camera. We've got it says on here, on-off switch along here. Radiator, dash, steering wheel, brakes, etc. Steering components. Some more black spruce rims and other little details. Now, onto the big interior. This kit does come with an engine, but it's moulded in to the engine bay. But just look at the size of that interior. So pretty much, if we grab the Mazda's interior, place it next to it. Look at the size difference. Just utterly massive, I must admit. Then over here we have the decos, got the license plates, got the gauges, got some Japanese decos they throw in if you want to make this a Japanese registered one. Also, of these Hiroshima kits, they come with these aluminium license plates. Now, I've used these a bunch on my dual Peterbilt 281 that hopefully will get mentioned in a different video. Hopefully when I do another 281 custom kit. But nice aluminium. You can bend them to create them like damage, etc. Really nice. I've pretty much found them in all Hiroshima kits I've built so far. So this London Cabbie, their 94 Toyota Hilux, and their MGB. But this just wraps up the video, and I will get back to work doing the Mazda.